truth.
What's going on, YouTube? I'm back. I'm back. Okay. So as you see, I got my Joker hoodie on. You would really think I got another camera, how this thing is working right now, but this is the same camera. But as I said before in my other videos, you could say I was taking a break, but not really. No, I wasn't really taking a break. My computer was in repairs, as I've said before. If you hear something, that's just my fan. It's a little hot in here. But anyway, this video is not a reaction video right now. Right now, what this is basically a video. It's going to be a quick, as it can, discussion video and a dedication video. So first, we're going to do the dedication part of this video. So last night, got some devastating news. One of the greatest, one of the OGs of YouTube, Angry Grandpa, passed away. And the video with Michael, you know, basically telling us that it was very sad. I shed a couple of tears. I mean, pretty much everybody that watched Angry Grandpa laughed, got mad about some of the things he did and everything else. Like, whether or not, no matter what it is, we watched Angry Grandpa. And I've been watching him. I started watching him in, like, I'll say 2010. I was like, I just pretty much graduated from 8th grade, going into high school, 2010, a while ago. But you know, yeah, I think this is how I got introduced into watching Angry Grandpa. So I remember I was watching a compilation video of like pranks and stuff like that. And so one of those videos in the whole compilation video was the firework prank, when Michael put the fireworks in the oven, and you know, he got up and he was like, what the hell, you know how Angry Grandpa was. And it just cracked me up. I had rewind back to that one specifically, because it just cracked me up. And then I was like, oh, you know, I wanted to have a channel or something, or more videos. And I forgot exactly how I ended up finding his channel, but I did, and it was the greatest time ever. Like, another one of my favorite videos was the loud radio prank, when he went in there, the loud radio on, way back when they still lived in that trailer park. And it was morning. Angry Grandpa was sleeping in his bed. Michael had that blasting loud music on, and Grandpa came out raising all kind of hell, knocking stuff down. You know, that's what made it funny, because even more funny and you know, worth watching, because you know, his outrage, you know. And it's so many videos that I love and that I saved in like playlists on my YouTube channel and everything. It just cracks you up, you know. It just cracks you up. And then the fact that how he made it so much, like he impacted so many people's lives. Like, I got my own cousin to start watching him. I remember when I came to you know, for a family visit, me, my mother, my grandmother, you know, before we moved down here to Wisconsin, we used to just come down here for family visits. And I don't remember exactly what year it was, but I think I had showed him the same video that I first saw Angry Grandpa, with the firework prank in the stove or whatever. And I think he was cracking up, and you know, ever since then he's been watching Angry Grandpa himself, and we both have, and as many of you all have, I'm sure, you know. And by the way, speaking of Grandpa, on his behalf, if you care to, in the comment section, what is one of your favorite Angry Grandpa moments or videos or whatever, you know, whatever it may be. If you don't mind, put it in the comment section below, and subscribe to the channel. More videos coming very soon. A couple of videos coming today. Can somebody please help me on how to use OBS Studio? Because I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I am so confused. I want to use it to watch, do my reaction videos, but I just don't know how to use it. Like I've tried to watch a couple of tutorial videos. It's not working out. Somebody please tell me step by step how to do it. How to show this camera right here, me looking at a video, and then me displaying the video at the same time. So I can like pause it and say, for instance, if something scares me, if something look creepy or if something look interesting, I can pause it and, do my little whatever. Like, oh, y'all, look at this. Look at it. That kind of thing. Please help me out. Help me out. If you care to watch I have 107 subscribers. Can one of y'all please help me out? And like I said, please let me know what's your favorite Angry Grandpa video. Now, as Angry Grandpa's channel began to, progress and expand and grow, many people started to watch him, many more people, things got better in a way. Things got better in a lot of ways. He was able to move out of that house eventually. Michael, say what you want, because I know there has been so much hate on his channel. So much hate on his channel. A lot of hate. With the whole saying the videos are fake, well, prank wise or whatever. That they mistreat Angry Grandpa. Michael got a big house and Angry Grandpa lives in a trailer house or whatever, but Michael bought his dad that house and he loved that house and that's where he wanted to be, and he paid his father's bills, and that's something that would just make me feel good as a parent, that my child would pay for my finances. I don't have to worry about anything. He bought his dad his dream car. And that's just something that on the video when he showed us him buying Angry Grandpa, well, showing Angry Grandpa his dream car and giving it to him as a gift and everything. I was in awe, seeing a father and son bond like that, and him getting his father his dream car and him being so emotional about it. That was nothing fake to me. It just wasn't. I would love to do something like that. If I succeed somehow with my channel, with other things that I plan to do in the future, not just with reaction videos, but I plan on doing skits and, other things, like, I want to do things like that. I want to, be able to buy something for my mother and for my father and my grandmother, and, when that time comes, for my children, and, things like that. And everything that they have achieved they're so inspiring. I'm inspired, of course, by them and the success that they have had on YouTube. To be able to benefit and just continue, no matter, despite the hate and everything, to just continue to progress on the channel. And it was very devastating to hear when he had gotten cancer. It was really sad to hear about that, and it made me nervous for him, because we all know how serious that disease can be for a lot of families that have gone through it. My grandmother, she lost her brother to it quite a few years ago, more than a few, but you don't understand what I'm saying. Like, I think he died in 2006, and that was obviously rough. That was her brother, and we went to the funeral, and it was just, I don't want to get into that too much right now. Maybe I'll tell that story for another time, but it was very rough, and I was a young kid. I was very young, and that was the first funeral I've been to. I don't really like going to funerals, but I've only been to 3. I've been to my gym teacher's funeral, because he was my gym teacher. To be honest, he was almost like an uncle / like older, like a big cousin, big brother to me, and I'm pretty sure to all other kids that when we were in the school many years ago, elementary school days. But yeah, and then Nanny's funeral. She was like another grandmother to me on my auntie side down here in Wisconsin. But yeah, and seeing how I saw seeing Angry Grandpa, he was getting so thinner, he was getting smaller, and those bruises and everything. It hurt me to see him like that, You could see his bones pretty much through his skin almost, and his skin was so bruised up. It really hurt me to see that, It really hurt me to see that because there was times when Michael, he said on the camera that there's been a lot of times where AGP was almost gone. There was plenty of time where he was in the hospital and he almost died. And I could in a way relate to that because my grandmother, she went through things like that. Well, not disease, that the C word, nothing like that. But she had knee surgeries and other things like that. And there was a time in the hospital, not to mention even last year, she was sick, really sick. She got a bad flu or something like that. She was really sick. That's all I could say. And we almost lost her. I thought we were gonna lose her last year, and that would have been a total train wreck because it just a lot last year. Things were really like hectic, you could say, for my family, and us trying to find a place to live and everything last year and getting settled in. Before we got here, we were staying with my family and everything, and that was obviously frustrating for her to be in the hospital, and because we really thought that we were gonna lose her, and I'm so thankful that she's still here. But yeah, many years ago, that was a trying time where she was almost gone. I think she might have had pneumonia or something. And my uncle, he came in town and everything, and just hearing his voice and him encouraging her like, don't give up. She's gotten better ever since. She really did, and she kept it going. Because I didn't even know it because I was a kid. I didn't know what the hell death really was. But my mom said that she was almost gone, and I'm just thankful. Like I said again, she's still here. She's gonna be big 80 next year. I was gonna say next month. Well, in a month it'll be next year, but that's way like almost in like the fall when she'll be 80. But yeah, so in a way I can relate to that, what he was going through. But as I said yesterday, we got the news about what happened to Angry Grandpa, and it was very, very sad. And I could never imagine that, because my dad, I think, I'm not going to say he's diabetic, but, he could have lost his leg, like, what was that, last year in the summer, like, or if not summer of this year. His sugar was too high, and he had to go to the hospital. And he has to learn how to walk again. He was in and out of rehab. He had to use a cane and things like that. He's retired from work now and everything. And I could never imagine seeing my dad go through things that Angry Grandpa has gone through. And my dad's pretty young, but still like they're not around the same age, but if you guys understand what I'm saying. But yeah, it's just like, and my mother either, but regarding the fact that that's Michael and Kim and Jennifer and even Charlie, that's their dad. It's a sad situation because I was just and understand what I'm saying. It's not that I wanted him to go, but I was, even Michael said that he was tired of seeing him suffer, and him being in pain, Who wants to see, somebody, their loved one in pain? They've been going through so much. They've been on this roller coaster. And you know, they're tired. You can see they're clearly tired of suffering themselves. And I just hope and pray for their sake that now he's watching over them, you know. And I know obviously these couple of months, it's not going to be easy, because they're just, they're just dealing with this. Like, this literally happened last night. Pretty much yesterday evening, whatever, they're just going through this. And I really hurt for those kids, especially the youngest two boys, Jacob and Jimmy, because I'm pretty sure, they can explain, their uncles or their older brothers can explain, and aunties and their mom can explain, what happened to their grandpa, but, they're still kids, And yeah, I just pray for the whole family, Michael, Kim, Jennifer, Charlie too, even though he's, we all know what's been going on with Charlie and his story, and the boys, JC, Jonathan, Jacob, Jimmy, Lauren, the whole family. I'm sorry that you guys are going through this right now. And I hope my message and my prayers can reach you guys in some way through the universe. And I know these for a while you guys are gonna be, it's gonna be tough. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't even imagine. And I just hope you guys, if need to be, take some time off for a while. And and another thing, while he was still alive, Michael had to keep on saying, he was sorry and he was apologizing for the videos and stuff not being fun. And I'm like, yo, man, like, your dad is going on this life risking roller coaster right now, And the fact that he has to worry about certain people being disappointed or being mad that the videos weren't really worth watching. Like, bump that. Because I see it like this: if you're a real supporter of AGP and Michael's channel, Kid Behind the Camera, and his whole thing, then you wouldn't be worried about if the video was fun or not. You would be worried about AGP and making sure he's, and wondering if he's okay. Forget about a video being fun. I wish he didn't have to feel like that. Your family is going through something right now, like a lot of other families are and have been. Forget about if the video is going to be fun. If you're a real AGP supporter and everything else, you're not going to worry about that. If you're not, I suggest you click off the video and go watch some fun video. For you heartless people out there. But like I said, I just want to say thank you to Angry Grandpa and his whole family for entertaining us throughout the years. I think Michael said they've been on YouTube for 10 years now. And once again I want to say thank you, because no matter what people say, we were entertained and people watched. For all those people that said, oh, this and that, you entertained us and we watched. And there were so many videos, whether it's just been a regular vlog video or a prank video, whatever it was, I was entertained with so many of those videos. I was entertained with so many of those videos. There were so many videos that I have saved on a playlist, and I have laughed so hard from so many of those videos. Like, whether they were like I said, whether they were vlogs, pranks, anything like that. Oh, and I remember there was a Christmas video where Angry Grandpa, he was trying on these different Christmas sweaters. That video was hilarious. I think I might go back and watch that today. And another thing that made me sad about it was that, he didn't make it to Christmas, and I believe Angry Grandpa's mother passed away on Christmas morning years ago. years and years ago, and that's it's just really sad, you know. And I say, with all my heart, I say this, that I hope that he's up there with his dad and his mom, and I just pray that they're all watching over the family, you know. It's a sad situation, and he was one of the best on YouTube. You can't tell me that Angry Grandpa and his whole brand didn't pave the way for so many people today. Their families, putting their families on YouTube and just being raw and uncut and everything else. He paved the way. He was one of the greatest. He's the OG. He's one of the OGs of YouTube. And we love you. We love you, Angry Grandpa. And I'm most definitely gonna be rocking the Angry Grandpa hoodie soon. And not just because of what happened. Like, no, I'm not just a new fan. I've been watching Angry Grandpa for years now. But yeah, and then also just to support the family and the merchandise, because it's real nice merchandise that they have on their website. But with that being said, I just want to say rest in peace to Angry Grandpa. You will be missed, and we love you, and I pray that you're resting well now, and that you're watching over your family. And I pray Michael, Kim, Jennifer, Charlie, the boys, JC, Jacob, Jonathan, Jimmy, Lily, I forgot Kim's daughter's name, and you know, his other if he has any other grandkids, I pray for all of you guys, and I hope everything will be all right in due time. All right, moving on. So last night, again, kind of sleepy. I don't know what the hell. Anyway, last night The Walking Dead came on, the mid-season finale, and this is not a review, by the way. This is just like gonna be a discussion for this episode. A lot of things happened. Basically, the crew, we were trying to go along with this plan of going to the sanctuary and getting rid of the rest of the saviors, Negan and his whole little minions. All right. However, they figured out a way to get out of the sanctuary, and unfortunately, the plan went south because Rick and Jadis and her crew, they went up to the sanctuary, and they went up there, and those walkers were all pinned down on sticks or whatever, and they was like, what in the world? Jadis was like, you know, this looks different from what you said, clearly. And I think somebody started shooting. They ran away. Rick was all by himself. And but they started the episode off with Carl and Rick talking to each other and everything. Rick looking all in tears at one moment by himself. And that pretty much foreshadowed what happened at the end. I'm not going to get to that just yet. But yeah, so Maggie, she was on the go with Jesus and the rest of her people. And, you know, Carl, he had a plan. Himself down at Alexandria. And, you know, eventually, since they broke out of the sanctuary, Negan and his people eventually caught up to what was going on. So Negan and his people in the back, they showed up to Alexandria outside the gate. And that's when Carl was starting to think, handle his own little plan. And then Simon and his little minions, henchmen or whatever, they caught up to where Maggie was going. And they had Jerry in the back of the truck, and I'm like, oh Lord, I hope they don't kill Jerry, you know. And what else? And then that guy they used to do the deals and stuff with the food or whatever you want to say, he showed up at the kingdom, looking for King Ezekiel, of course. So he was basically telling the people at the kingdom that, since what happened at the sanctuary with all those walkers, they were going to be basically staying at the kingdom now, which is even more a hot mess. But Ezekiel, he had something in plan for them. So we get back at the Alexandria, and Carl, he's basically saying, I'm not finna, dialogue and full dialogue say what the words that was being exchanged between Negan and Carl, but Carl was basically saying, if you gotta kill somebody, before you come up in here raising all kind of hell and everything, kill me. Okay, if you gotta kill somebody, kill me, because he was looking for Rick, and obviously Rick wasn't there at the time. So, but before you know it, things got all crazy, and Carl ran to the back, and Negan was like, oh wow, really? You gonna set me up? Because Carl asked Negan, was this the man that you really wanted to be? Did you really want to be the man that just you are right now? And that's when they started, shooting them fire bombs, blowing stuff up and everything. And, Carl, Rosita, Tara, Daryl, Michonne, all of them, they had to do what they had to do. And Dwight, I forgot about Dwight. He was basically leading all those other saviors to where Rosita, Tara, Michonne, and Daryl was gonna shoot them all up at. And the girl that was sitting up in the car with Dwight, I forgot what her name was. She was like, "What are you doing? You're leading us to them," and blah blah blah. And then they start lighting them. Michonne and Daryl and everybody in the whole crew, they start lighting them up. Pow 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 pow. It was crazy. It was exciting. And just when I thought Dwight was gonna shoot Daryl for a minute, he turned back around and he was shooting the last couple of saviors that was left. And then old girl comes around the side of the car, and she shoots Dwight in the arm. And she was like, basically she gonna tell Negan. She knew what was going on. She knew his plan, his intentions, and what was going on. So she got away, of course. And now she gonna go, of course, snitch out Dwight and, rat him out. But I thought Tara was finna kill him. I thought Dare was finna kill Dwight. But Dwight was basically saying he's with them, and he can still help them, and he wants Negan to die as much as they do. And Dwight, I hope that you're not gonna switch up, even though I don't feel that you are. So I hope that Dwight can make it through the rest of this season when they'll be back in February. But yeah, so Rosita picked them on up and helped them go back with them or whatever. And at some point, they got back to Alexandria, and Carl. Oh, wait a minute. We've also meant to mention Father Gabriel. He's still looking sick as a dog, and he was trying to still convince Eugene to join them and everything. But obviously, Eugene is all Team Negan, and you see, this is like one. And I'm gonna be clear on this one. This is not directed towards Josh McDermott, aka the actor who plays Eugene, because I think early this year y'all have been sending Josh McDermott a whole bunch of hate and basically saying that he needs to go kill himself, and just sending these real hateful comments to this man to where he had to turn off and disable his social media accounts because y'all was out here doing the most, enforcing it and all that type of stuff. Need I remind you, Josh McDermott, aka the man who plays Eugene, he is playing and portraying an actor. Josh McDermott is just playing a character on a show. Remember? And to be honest, y'all need to be throwing that hate towards Negan, because I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Okay? But as I said, Eugene, he is clearly Team Negan. He really showed his true colors. He forgot all about Rick and his people, and the fact that even after Eugene lied about him being a scientist or whatever, or knowing the cure to this apocalyptic crap, we still brought him back in to Alexandria and everything, and he still is Team Negan. bump you, Eugene, you can go too, right along with Negan, Simon, and the rest of them fools, okay? But when the time is right, I guess. But, oh, yeah. So now we go back to Alexandria and we see Carl limping. Now, you see, I didn't know what was going on. They was just showing him limping. I was looking for a gun wound or something. Like, did he get shot? You know, did he hurt his leg or something? You know, I don't know. And he finally makes those couple of guys that Negan, you know, he told Negan told to go look for him. Don't kill him, just go find him. And then, you know, Negan was gonna go up in the house Rick stays at and wait for Rick to come back and show up or whatever. And, you know, they spotted him, but, you know, he had that little smoke bomb or whatever and disappeared and went in that sewer. You know, I was really wondering, like, what happened? Like, I was not assuming the worst, as if he got bit, because I didn't see no bite marks, so I wasn't thinking about that at all. I was just thinking, like, did he like hurt his leg? Did he get shot or what? I don't know. Like, I just didn't know, and I thought, like, they were leaving, you know, and then he was just gonna stay there by himself and blow up or something. I don't know, but he went down in that sewer, and that's where he stayed at for the time being. And then after a while, the crew got back. Daryl, Tara, Rosita, Michonne, all of them, they got back with Dwight too, and they went downstairs. They went down in the sewer eventually. And Michonne, she was just looking at all them, I guess, walkers or those guys, you know, Negan's people. And, you know, Dwight, he was apologizing. He was saying he was really sorry. Stuff like that. And I believe Dwight. I really do. I mean, because if Dwight really wasn't for if Dwight really wasn't for Team Rick, then he probably would have shot Daryl or Rosita or whoever that, you know, he was aiming that gun at. Clearly, if Dwight was still Team Negan, he wouldn't be in it with us. So, welcome home, Dwight. But yeah, Michonne, she closed the thing on him, and, you know, I guess she was just going. I guess she was going to look for Carl. Or I don't know what she was gonna do. But eventually, some dude grabbed her, and she was like, "Nope." Backed him up on the wall, stabbed him in the head, and she kept on slicing and dicing him until Rick. Oh yeah, speaking of Rick, he finally came back. He was looking for Carl. He was looking for Michonne. He was looking for Judith, baby Judith. And you know, that's when he met Negan with a rude welcome. You know, kicking them. They was fighting. They got to scrapping. Blah 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 blah. And then Rick picked up Lucille, and Negan was like, "Don't you touch her!" And you know, he kicked them, and Rick tried to go get his revolver and tried to shoot Negan. Negan kicked him or pushed him out the window or something. You know, because I'm sorry, y'all, for all you Negan fans out there, for everybody who wants this show to go bad, Negan has to go. Negan, Simon, that other dude with the curly hair, the dude with the long hair, all of y'all must go. I hope AMC... Wait, before I get to that. But yeah, so after Rick, he falls out of that window, he runs, and Negan like, oh man, you know, because now he got to go find him or whatever, whatever. And, you know, Ricky goes running, and eventually I'm like, I hope him and Michonne meet up with each other. So Michonne, need I remind you, she's still slicing and dicing this dude that tried to grab her or whatever. So Ricky eventually comes up to her, and she was like, who is that? You know, she moves her hand, and, you know, she notices that's Rick. And I think he asked, where is Carl, or where's everybody, or whatever. And so they finally go down there in that sewer together. And I'm like, oh, Lord, all these people. I say, something done happened. Something happened. So they finally go down there in the sewer, everybody down there. Everybody, including the other people in Alexandria. The black dude, the other white guy, and everything. Everybody down there. And, you know, everybody looking so sad and so tired and blah, blah. And Rick finally sees that guy again that he shot at, the one that was looking for some food, and that wasn't trying to just set up somebody. But yeah, he's down there, and Carl, he says that he brought him down here. And so Carl, he looks so he don't look right. Something don't look right with him. And eventually, Carl reveals his bite. Carl got bit right here on his stomach, on the side of his stomach. And Michonne just drops to her knees and looks at him. And Rick is just looking all distraught and looks so confused and helpless. His eyes are so watery and teary, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, I did get choked up, and my eyes just started watering, you know. And you know, they slowly zoomed out from where they were, and that was the end of the episode. And that was the episode for the mid-season finale, and they'll be back in February. Now, the point that I'm trying to get to is that, you know, a lot of people have been complaining about the Walking Dead period, like, oh, it's not enough action anymore, it's boring, blah, 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 blah. You know, so many people have been hating on this show for a while. And my thing is, for me, they can't give you everything in the first episode, because if that was the case, they might as well turn it into a movie. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to give you everything. And me personally, I don't find anything wrong with the show. The only thing that I find wrong with the show is that they need to get rid of Negan. Negan, the saviors must go. Like, how long are we going to have to deal with these dudes? You know, I'm just saying, like, Negan, there's no way there's not... I'll be doggone if they make it seem like Negan is invincible or something. Because this is not that kind of, you know, unless he immune or something. I don't know. But I really hope that AMC, you know, the fact that once again they've taken out another great character, and then somebody on the good side again. Like, this is becoming irritating. Like, what about Negan and people? Y'all still ain't taken out Simon yet. The other dude, like, what's the holdup? What is the holdup? Like, I understand with somebody like his character, like, he wasn't gonna go away that fast. You know, he lasted way longer than Shane did. Shane died on what, season 3? To be honest, I kind of like wish Shane would have been alive. But, you know, unfortunately, that's, you know, the Shane has resurrected to the Punisher on Marvel. Get into it on Netflix. I need to finish up the season. But, yeah, like, I really hope that AMC is not going to make the show about Negan. Because if that was the case, y'all should have made it that way since season 1. You know, excuse my language, but I'll be damned if Rick takes more L's than W's with the last couple episodes for the rest of this season. If Negan is not dead by the end of this season, I'm going to be highly upset. Okay? And if Negan has to survive another season, they better get rid of Simon. Okay? Because Simon is basically another Negan, pretty much. You can get rid of Simon, you can get rid of Eugene. They can go. They can go. They must go. And so, and then everything that happened with Carl, I just hope that Rick and Michonne, they'll be even stronger together. You know, I hope that AMC, they're not going to do something to their relationship. Because you know how these people do with these shows. They always got to break somebody up. No. Michonne and Rick, until death do them part, they shall stay together. And look after baby Judith, okay? And everything else. Now, last night on The Talking Dead, I forgot what the man's name was. He basically said we're going to see how Carl getting bit is going to play out through the rest of the season when they'll be back in February. So, I mean, we shall see. And regarding this show, what do you want to happen? What do you want to happen in the last, you know, the second half of season 8? What do you guys, for all my Walking Dead fans out there, give this video a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. Watch my other videos. Other videos coming soon, by the way. Let me know, what do you guys want out of this season? For the rest of the season, what do you guys want to happen in season 9? You know, what would you guys want to see? Who do you want to see go? I'm hoping most of you guys say Negan. Sorry for all you Negan fans out there, but Yeah, who do you guys want to see go? And what did you think about seeing Carl being bit? Like, for anybody that, you know, was with Carl and everything, and what do you guys think about that? You know, do you think it was right? Do you think it was a necessary death specifically for Carl? Like, out of all people, why him? You know, what do you think? Because I'm going to go get ready to get out of here, you guys, and I'll see you guys later on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully some of you all made it to the end. But yeah, leave your comments below. And as I said for the first half of this video, what was your favorite Angry Grandpa video or moment or whatever it is? And then what do you all think about last night's episode of The Walking Dead, the mid-season finale? And what do you want to happen in the second half of this season? And what do you want to see in season 9? If you wouldn't mind to comment below, subscribe to the channel, share this video if you will, and check out my older videos, and stay tuned for newer videos. And this has been Just Tay / Tay Reacts. That's the name of my channel now. And I'll see you guys later on. I'm out.